Hey, traders. Welcome to the stream. The stream where it's Power Hour and Bitcoin. Recently, well, last night, we caught the highest high of the entire rally. You breached $25,000. Again, but it could not be sustained. Where the next candle was a complete fake out, bearish engulfing. But the bearish engulfing wasn't just bad because it didn't cover the previous candle. It also broke you back below 24,200, the December of 2020 high. So when you're below that level, there's not much stopping you from going to 22,556, right? 22,556. Local history tells us that too, right? Lots up and down. So can't be that surprised we're back below it where we could end up, right? Because it's always only been about the levels, and we're now below one. And unfortunately, you fell below the level. You came and you back tested it as resistance for a good 12 hours, and then on the during power hour for the stock market, you ended up bearishly engulfing. And now catching some follow through off of that, where we have less than an hour till your daily close. Yeah, not really what you're looking for if you want higher prices. That's just not it. You had to catch real follow through. There was none. It was bearish. It was a bearish engulfing, falling below support. Yikes. Not really good. Still within the channel. I do have something, unfortunately, I saw last night. And I'm not gonna like showing it to you, but let me just give me a minute to pull it up. All right, sorry, just not gonna be what you want to see. Heck, man, I didn't even really see it so like freaking yesterday, man. And it's just because it's like the end of all this. It's not like sorry, hold on. Doesn't look as good on this exchange, but right, I mean, there's all this down here, and that's why we have the channel. We know this asset's in that really nice upsloping channel, but since you peaked out July 20th and bottomed out July 26th, I mean, it does kind of look like some upsloping price contraction, which in market conditions like this, not really what you're looking for. Okay, that's just not it. That's not what you want. It makes the most sense with Ethereum and BNB maybe, because they've doubled up, right, since their bottom or more. I mean, BNB was 85% off its lows to its highs, and Ethereum was like 125% off its lows to its highs. And they're now at real inflection points. Bitcoin's not so much at the massive inflection points and rejecting them. So that was the tougher part. But now I'm seeing this, and it's like, let me also show you something, okay? And this isn't anything new at all. It's just something maybe I'm not really looking at too often on the stream, because we've been paying attention to the the channel we've been in. All right, it's really just you can look at it like an equidistant channel, parallel channel, whatever. Okay, this conceptualizes the downtrend we're in, the long-term downtrend. It's always been the long-term downtrend for months now, right? We just happened, buyers just happened to defend the previous cycle top thrice. And on the third failed attempt, a rally ensued that was really, really kind of underperforming. We only hit one target of the 3 of the trade setup when there's like no resistance. That's kind of concerning, where you're like, what? There's nothing here, man. It should be so easy for market participants to push the asset back to the next key inflection point, which is 28.8. It's just not happening. You figured it'd be blue skies if things were strong, if we were in the best, most ideal market conditions for longs, it'd have been no-brainer, it'd been easy. You'd probably been there already. You might have already exceeded 28.8 in better market conditions than this. So you can see it, right? I mean, you know, maybe the NASDAQ broke its own supply line of sorts, but Bitcoin did not. Bitcoin hasn't even tested that. Look, the high from November 2021 and then the high from March 29th. Those two create the supply line, which is just around 26.8. Just another reason why maybe it could have gone higher, because maybe it was just going to go test that and become overbought in a downtrend, right? Hasn't yet. And my God, man, kind of hate that, what we're kind of seeing, right? So, right, I mean, it's just, can you understand where I'm coming from on maybe, you know, just not making a call of being bearish or bullish, just calling it how it is, where this is the midterm uptrend you've been in since you bottomed out. You just saw the long-term downtrend. That's undeniable, right? And it is undeniable that we just failed. We had a breakout above a level. We back tested it as support. We were going, and then a good old fake out. It's very similar to price action you might receive at a level before the exact opposite happens, right? Where you had the confirmed bearish breakdown below the cycle top from 2017, right? That happened. It was a bearish breakdown confirmed on the daily, and the next candle was a bullish engulfing candle back above that level, you know? And so it's like 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. And you're really going to do that? You're really going to break out, back test, and then completely fake out, go to your highest level of the run, and then do this? You know, it's just something like why you watch the stream, okay? And then, you know, God, not even trying, like, I'm not even trying to, like, build an argument for bears or bulls or anything. I'm just like, you can see this kind of happening, the high, then the slightly higher high on the daily, and then it's just like, this is here, right? I mean, can somebody tell me it's not here or something? Am I crazy? I don't know. I mean, God, I can't click this thing, dude. Okay, so anyone, y'all have any thoughts, any opinions? I'd like to hear what y'all have to say about this. You know, I'm just wondering what your thoughts are, because I know a lot of you have invested in yourselves for a long time. Okay, and just what do you think, chat? Because I mean, we'll keep this thing going, keep the stream on. I just want to, you know, hear right now. This is a development that occurred. Yeah, I mean, Ethereum's worse. BNB is worse. It's actually better because it gives you a kind of a stronger glimpse. Like, it makes the most sense on BNB and Ethereum because they did crazy things for like 6 weeks, right? And now they're hitting resistance levels. Levels where if it did react or reverse, it wouldn't be weird at all, right? Fake outs happen, man. They happen all the time. Are you able to identify a fake? Look, these are fake outs. Do you get to look what Bitcoin did? Bitcoin did a 31K fake out. Guess what? Fake out. That's a fake out too. These are fake breakouts above levels that are undeniably there. Fake out. Fake out. I mean, come on, dude. What about, this is the most famous one. The most famous breakout probably in the past 2 years was this one. That's real. So just say it, man. Gotta be able to identify a fake out, dude. It's like, we just got bullishly bamboozled for now. Whoops, crap. But hey, man, Shiba went up 40% in a day, dude. Come on. We're good, right? Okay, so that's Bitcoin. Again, I'm not making calls like some low IQ idiot would say. I'm just literally here to discuss traditional technical analysis with you on an untraditional market, and just starting with Bitcoin. Hey, Michael Burry sold all his positions except Geo, dude. All right, so here we are, right? I mean, the daily. This has been the promised land for a long time, right? I mean, this has always been a gray zone of inflection. You know it. If you watch the stream, yeah, this has been here over a year. Okay. Well, you finally hit it. We knew if you broke 1730, probably 1972. If you can't break 1972, 2040, you could very well be going straight back down to 1730 because historical price action between those levels tells us it's a pretty much 100% certainty. Is it going to do it again, chat? Are we going to get a straight line down to 1730? Hey, I hope we hold and go to moon. But there's never been a time, really, where you just don't see 1730 after failing to break 1972 or falling below 1972. You can call me right, you can call me wrong. I'm literally just showing you pieces of data on charts in regards to levels from history. That's all I'm doing, man. Okay, so remember, it was an engulfing candle yesterday. And the issue, right? Your concerns. The concerns you may have. If you're a human being that knows what bearish divergence is on a daily time scale, your misgivings here are understood. They're noted. Yeah, that's buyer exhaustion that has now maybe truly developed. It took yesterday, 2 days ago, you didn't have it. It was green positive moment. Now you're losing the positive momentum in the past 48 hours. So all of a sudden, within the past 2 days, a development has occurred on Bitcoin and Ethereum. 2 days ago, it wasn't here. Now it's here. So new pieces of data, things we must identify and talk about, right, on the stream. So it is unfortunate, but bearish divergence on an asset at an inflection point, that's beautiful, dude. That's technically amazing. Because that means, like, dang, that's a real good chance this could be reversing here. At least for a little bit, it's starting to. Yeah, let's look at US dollar. Well, let's look at total then US dollar tether, all right? So it is one of those.
I like turtles.
There's bears out here.
Type of day. Where here it is. Well, I mean, come on, right? You look at the channel, overbought, right? Overbought in the channel, bearish divergence, really starting to go now, really starting to play out. Nearing the heart line of the channel, it's been somewhat well respected, you know, support, resistance, support, kind of resistance, choppy there. But that's where you are, okay? And soon you're going to be testing this this high from July 30th, all right?
Thanks, Mitch. Doubled my SHIB order because of you. Sold yesterday.
Oh, Todd, dang, dude. Thanks for the 25 super chat. Much love, man. Kings, dude. All right, so you get it. I mean, an asset class, this is total. It's everything, right? Just about. So it's like when it's hitting the top trend line member, that's overbought in the uptrend. So you're overbought in the uptrend with a little bit of bearish divergence. If you're surprised, you're just not reading the charts, right? You just aren't, man. Here was the thing. Here the thing was so crazy, man. Oh, dude. Okay, again, this is why we're going to bring it up early. You got to see this. And I made a slight adjustment, you know, benefit of doubt. Didn't cut through that second touch point. And here it is, right? This is US dollar dominance, US dollar tethered dominance. Okay, you have a beautiful falling wedge. I mean, this could be in a textbook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches. You could even go with 6 if you adjust it a little bit. But this is as good as it gets. It doesn't get prettier than this. The trend is bullish. You've had a nice 100% retrace from your lows. You're near the 200-day moving average, so you know the trend's not really in jeopardy, right? And this is the problem for anyone wanting to be long in the market, you know, now is you have seller exhaustion on US dollar tether dominance. So this is the whole, like, head scratcher. Like, we don't know where these things are going, you know, like, we just, wow, identifying this pattern is unbelievable. I haven't seen a wedge this beautiful in a while, right? Okay, so make of this what you will. If you have been in the world of TA for a while and you've seen falling wedges and what can happen to falling wedges, you could use your imagination on where this might end up later. You are so deep in the development of the wedge, right? Volkowski talks about all these patterns, you know, converging price action. All the converging price action patterns have apexes or apexes. And when you get about 60% of the way through the development, 60% of the way to the apex, when the two trend lines converge, the probability starts increasing that a breakout or resolution would be coming, whether the resolution is up or down. I mean, this thing could break down. There's measure moves on wedges down, but just for now, it's like you got the trend is your friend. Right, if you're in an uptrend and you're seeing a bullish pattern in an uptrend, and you're seeing bullish divergence and a bullish trend, you know, it could be quite reliable and could very well outperform. I hope it doesn't, obviously, for everyone's sake, for crypto holdings. But again, I'm not here to try to, you know, whatever, dude. Okay. So that's let's use all tether dominance. Let's go to BNB. It's another one, man. Another one that's this is what I'm saying. It's like, sure, it could rally higher because anything could always in any given day rally higher. Right? Market can be irrational, but just considering the facts, considering the data pieces in front of us, you know, hitting the pattern completion zone of a bearish shark in a downtrend, hitting an inflection point from history, not seeing negative momentum since June 22nd. Now we are starting to. I say the 200 moving. Like, there's so many things right here where it's like, if it did reverse here, this is the least surprising area ever. It could be considered, if you're thinking it could reverse here, this is probably the most reasonable area to believe it could. It doesn't mean it will. That's it, man. That's BNB. You gotta worry, like, man, what happens if it does roll over here, which it hasn't yet. But if it did, my God, it could be like one high, then the second high, and it'd be the same thing as here, like February and then April, where you like one high, second high, everyone finds out. Oh God, top cent one high, then the second. Don't do it, BNB. But if you did it, I understand this is the area where it might happen, dude. Right, we're not coming off of a crash and an asset back testing levels from history that if they do hold, they go to, you know, the next level. That has now completed, right? You've done these things. It's been 6 weeks plus, and the rally occurred, right? 85% from the low to where you topped out at for now. And this is just the most unreasonable area to be taking a fresh long ever, even if it does go higher. Because it's like, if you're playing the numbers game as a trader and you keep going long at 886s in downtrends at bearish inflection points, right? After an asset's already appreciated 85% from its bottom, you're going to be homeless eventually, or you'll just quit trading, or it's not even trading what you're doing. You're not using any data piece to help you. You're just gambling. So, okay, so that's BNB. Sorry, dude. I hope Bitcoin just shocks the world. We get above 24.2 and we go to 28K in seconds. That'd be the best outcome, right? I hope it's all wrong. I hope the bearish divergence identified on the daily ends up not being real. I hope we get above supports again and everything's fine. It's just not happened yet. So Okay. So Cardano. Bearish engulfing candle confirmed in 33 minutes. You know, where are the bids, man? Where it's the back test. I mean, you are back testing, but no one's really buying off of. I mean, they're defending the area, but you're not catching any separation from this level that it broke out of, right? Crap. So a breakout, a potential back test occurring right now. There's nothing implying that buyers are exhausted or anything, but you know, it's just going to follow what Bitcoin. Okay. So you're still broken out, technically for now. And you'd think, like, based on history, that 61 cents would be where it would run to, because historically that's pretty much all it's ever done until just now, August 14th. So we'll get XRP. Oh my God, man! You know, kind of we're messing with it. You know, on the daily we've been looking at this because whatever. No one's been buying this crap. Now, I mean, they have been, but it's just like not. There's no acceleration, man. It's very weak price action compared to many others. Let me just make this only visible on the daily. Stormlands over here. All right, we're just kind of, you got the you know, you're hanging on to this demand line, it seems. If you can get back above 37.7 cents, my God, dude, you could be going nuts. But that just hasn't happened yet, right? This thing's still kind of uptrending, midterm, despite its very weak performance. But and still above this original demand line, you know. Okay. Like, look at it, dude. It's just like, here's your daily. It's just, it's so bad. It's like, this should have been, this should have been up. This should have been at 45 cents by now if it was really gonna go. It's just so weak. Right, remember Ethereum went up 123% from its low to high. This one went up 43%, currently up 30% from its low to high. So, okay, right, pretty near a real inflection point, right? Can't break it. Selling off, bearish engulfing yesterday, catching fall through today, pretty much confirming it. Can't really be that excited. You can't be excited about Sol till it breaks $58. Above $58, that's when the party starts. You're just well below that for now, and you could continue up. You could see 55, you could see 58, no problem. Just thinking, hey man, strong wave structure that's still valid for now, as long as it makes a higher low than 37. You just worry about like, you should keep making these weak, about the same highs. You're just not really going anywhere. And again, it's about the levels, and you're below the strong level here, right? For now. And just think about it. It could come and retest these levels later and then double bottom, like on a significant time scale you see it, and then later it comes back to these levels and breaks them and goes for a stronger retrace. But yeah, just looking on the daily, nothing really that impressive until levels are broken. They have not been broken. Good Doge. That it was doing things with Shiba. It was doing it, man. We did the Shiba stream. Well,
and then just like that,
back below the key inflection point. All right, 7.86 cents that you desperately needed to get above. I mean, this is like the candle high close, man. Like from February 2021. It's like kind of almost the only piece of data we have. It's also been regarded as support in May, resistance in June, pretty much resistance again in July. Hey, God, man, what are you doing? I mean, it's fine until it, you know, makes lower lows than its previous lows. But dude, what do you? Come on, like, it truly is like fine right now. Okay, It's just disappointing, that level that we just looked at, right? You broke it, you know, broke above it, you up thrusted through it, then you sold off below it, and now you've just back tested it as resistance like perfectly on the 4-hour. Why? That's a form of like, look, I mean, that's real. It's being bearishly back tested as resistance again. It's like reconfirming the validity of the level as a resistance right now. My God, I hope it breaks back above it, but dude, that's just not fun price action at this level, right? Might as well just look at Shiba, since we looked at Doge. This one killed it for us. It just respected the TA. It just did the right thing. It's like what you would think Bitcoin would do above $25,000. Go straight up to $28,800 because there's nothing there. If Bitcoin would have done what Shiba did, that would have happened. It would have already happened by now. It's just annoying that it didn't happen. It goes up, hits $1,700, the wick low from January of this year. Traders never settled up above it. Bearish engulfing, follow through, and getting ready to close your lowest 4-hour candle since the run happened. And that's kind of it. That's your Shiba update. Maybe you got a little more downside. Maybe you go test 1438. But you're thinking after something like this, man, it's not going to completely just fall below these. It'd make a higher low than the previous lows eventually, and then attempt to rally for a massive double top or a lower high double top or a higher high double top, right? You gotta think it's not maybe over for Shiba.
/USDT has the same structure as Shiba might have. Look, of course, might not play out if BTC rugs again.
Yeah, I always got a question about that, man, right? Thank you, Anon. It's a really choppy market. Really choppy market. Yeah, so I don't think it's done, and I think wherever it bottoms out, it'll attempt to rally to confirm the top's in, unless it goes to 2,000, which makes the most sense of a level. But this is a perfect level where it might react. It's reacted here. So Bitcoin has to like get back above 24.2, really start going again. If Bitcoin starts going again, oh my God, these altcoins are going to be fine. All right, the ones like DOT, they're going to be okay. All right, that's Shiba, dude. Daily, let's look at it. Look at that. You go up and you test the 200-day simple moving average. You know, traders settled up below that level, that low, right, from January. And today, right, it's just unfortunate. But that's okay. It's really okay. Speaking of DOT, let's go to it. DOT. You know, just the unfortunate inability to get to 1040, 1060. Thanks Bitcoin, thanks macro. You're pulling back. You come to 828 again, maybe. Just make a higher low eventually, and this will be fine. But yeah, you just gotta worry, man. You just gotta wonder when is it all over for this long extended equities run, and when is it over for Bitcoin and Ethereum? That again, they bottomed out June 18th, and now it's August 15th. It's been a couple months now. So you're in between two levels, 828, 1040, 1060. You go to test 828, not going to be that surprised. But if you were long on this, you'd still have to be long. You'd have to be like waiting it out to get to the equitable target. It's kind of rough. Okay, so we can go to the S&P now. That did I wanted to see how the two tops, I had the channel plotted a certain way, but if you look at the first anchor point and then the second to give you the minimum criteria to plot a trend line, you can see how close it's getting to that type of supply line, right? where it is also at a swing low from October 2021, swing low from January of this year, also a couple swing high resistances, clearly flexion, April and May of this year. You're at that, and the 200-day simple moving average is just there. So this is a very little interesting area. Wouldn't you agree? If we look at it like that, is something else. You got a lot of stuff happening. Horizontal line resistance, down sloping resistance, and a 200-day simple moving average at the same time of being overbought for the first time since November, overbought for the first time this year. And a nonstop rally. We're at 15+% from the bottom. Got to wonder here what will happen at this level. You got to wonder, man. Okay. Dow Jones, similar stuff. The heck? Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. So do the same thing on the top 1 and 2, and you can see how right, how close we're at it. You hit it today. The Dow Jones Industrial hit the supply line for the first time since April 21st today. You did get above a very real inflection point. I mean, like the zone, 33.7, the top of it. You just gotta wonder, wow, man, mysteries abound. If you break this, there's a good chance you see $34,008 to $35,000, and that'd be a big sharp pattern completion zone too, an 886 from the previous high. Right? I mean, yeah, like 34,850 would be the 886 there. Crazy, man. Yeah, there's a gap down here that will eventually fill. There's a gap way down here, 30,571. But I'm looking at this one more short term, right? 32.7. Yeah, it is a straight line up, man. Just as you went straight line down, you're going straight line up. And it started like on the first, like the beginning of the second half of the year. NASDAQ already broke out. I mean, NASDAQ had already, that level was already breached. You're above 13K, and anytime you're above 13K, you could always see 14K, because up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, most of the time. I know there is a point where you've stalled a few times at 13,700, so we could just go with that and say if you're above 13K long enough, 13.7 seems like the next level. And this Apple has a lot to do with this. Apple hit an 886. Well, some 886. Like, look at this, dude. Hits the 886. It's unbelievable, the strength coming in on this. What about if you just adjusted here? Oh my God. Holy crap, Chad. I mean, I just don't even know what to tell you. Like, if not here, to at least take profit on Apple. There is no strategic area to maybe take profit. To take a short though is tough, because it's like it hasn't even reacted yet. It's just up there. But like, dang, dude, Michael Burry, listen to me. He sold everything today. But it's weird though, because he sold his Apple puts too though. Here it is, right? Geo, he bought, but OVV Apple put, right? He let go of it, which you'd think this is the last place you'd want to let go of that, right? BMY, GPN, Groupon, Google, Booking, NXST, Cigna, Disca, whatever, what is it? Meta, which Facebook, Solar Power Company, STLA. Not sure about that one. They sold all those today. Dang, man, I figured you'd hold on to the Apple put if you were selling everything today. But does anyone understand like how interesting this level is? Like have an alert set up or something above it so we can be like, Jesus, it's breaking like everything. Okay, so we had to look at that. Well, we gained the information that he sold everything today. So, Russell 2000, right? Straight up, straight down. When you break above 1743, historically, we know the only thing that's ever happened is you go straight up to 1976, or 1926, excuse me. You've done that every time, right? Straight up, straight down, and now up. And now you've broken that, and there's really nothing till 2066, which makes plenty of sense if you're talking about 886s, right? Wave structures. You're on the way, man. You're just going straight up, man. But this is how important levels are. When levels get breached, you identify a bearish breakdown. But when the asset, you know, when it's clear the sellers are stalling and they're unable to really accelerate the selling pressure, and then you start getting back above those levels again and you hold above them, that is, it's a very real, I mean, false bearish breakdowns have consequences. Bitcoin did it. Russell 2000 did it. S&P did it. Okay. Okay, gold, respecting the TA.
Hey Mitchie, hope you've been well. Can you take a look at the all-star beanie baby that is Pulse Dogecoin? I hear rumors that it will mine Pulse Bitcoin. Thoughts?
It'll do something. What'd you say? It will mine Pulse Bitcoin? Oh god, dude. Wow. Oh dude, that's crazy, man. Oh my god. Alright, yeah, we'll look at it. Thank you, Dad. I appreciate the contribution. For real. Despite everything. So it was just kind of like when we were discussing gold, it's like, look, man, you had a real good run, and in between the levels you get it down, up, okay, we know that makes sense. But dang, dude, when you're at this level and you're showing the rising wedge structure and you're showing all this bearish divergence, this is the last place you could be surprised if it broke down some. It's begun to break down some, man. My crazy is, you know, like, and if gold breaks down, silver break down too. So yeah, man, it ended up turning into quadruple bearish my god, quadruple bearish divergence in the end. So it's a long way down, by the way. Okay, a very, very long way down based on what we know about being below 1793 or whatever. Okay. Yeah, silver, look your high, the higher high, the slight triple bearish divergence, add an inflection point, confirming that levels are, yeah. So I mean, like, you go to 1982 here easily, and then after that, maybe you paint some sort of freaking harmonic like you did before. This was a massive harmonic. Maybe your X, A, B, C. Oh, you know what it really is? It's kind of like in a downtrend. This is a potential bearish dragon. A bearish dragon, right? And you're kind of breaking out in ways, right? I mean, the dragon, you know, you've got the head, you've got the foot. Well, we could flip it. You got the head, you got the foot, you got the hump, you got the second foot, you got the spine. You just broke the spine of the dragon. And so you can imagine if this is wave structures. I mean, you know, targets on dragons, 618 and then 786. Those are your targets. Those would be your targets on a bearish dragon on silver. Doesn't mean zero. It just means this is how dragons are played. Go look it up, man. If you don't believe me, you know, like, what the dragon? What's this dude talking about? Go look up what a dragon is. And all you're doing is you're pretty much just trying to trade the premature harmonic that would look like this. in the end, eventually, right? The shark. Once you break the B point, that's the breakout confirmation. But that action magnet move. But that's it, man. That's silver. It's the dragon. Okay. I think copper is destroyed. Yeah, I mean, it kept rallying, man, but we haven't looked at it in a minute. And not really a bearish structure so much. But my God, if the hidden bearish divergence isn't there, what is? I mean, the high, the ridiculously lower high with the significantly higher levels on the oscillator on the histogram island, right? I mean, that's impending price action, continuation to the downside. Okay, I definitely would believe it, you know, after a rally like that on copper. You're downtrending, right? You it had a rally and starting to stall out a little bit, yeah? The inverse dragon, it's just a bearish dragon. There's bullish dragons and there's bearish dragons. All right, man, we're holding on. Bitcoin's holding on in power hour. It's doing a bunch of crazy stuff. You know, it dumps, man. It hits a low of, it's the low of the, you know, the whole sell off, right? 23,783. Then it's rallying and now it's at its 4-hour high, right? Isn't that crazy, man? In the last 60 minutes of this candle, it's at the lowest point and the highest point. Within, you know, 15, 20 minutes of it, heading on up to 24,200 again. That's the big level that we really need to get back above, man. If you get above it, we can rejoice, but below it, you gotta be a little cautious. Come on, man. We can do it. Still above the heart line of the channel. Holy crap, dude. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, dude, this is really bad. Like, I don't care if it's a type 2. I already understand where we are on US oil. The trend is reversed, man, and it ended with the bearish shark pattern. So yeah, the bullish butterfly was kind of just to help us gauge what the next target was going to be. Once you broke $95, you hit it. You reacted really well. Then you sold off. Very weak, below the 200-day moving average. Hidden bearish divergence, by the way. Hidden bearish divergence on the daily on US oil. And once you break $87, chat, most likely $78. Okay, most likely eventually $78. So I wouldn't be surprised. You're probably going for a full reset now. What would the full reset be? Pretty easy. From the previous discernible swing low on the daily to the high. You're at a 618 now. Okay, 786 is confluent with the next kind of key level. Okay, but an 886 is $70, $69.95. So I'm thinking the deeper fib nodes is probably where you're going on US oil eventually. This price action is kind of indicative of what's going on now, man. All right, it's not what you're looking for. Just get rid of that. Okay. It was a nice run, but look, dude, this is the B point, okay? We're talking about the B point, the bad action magnet move, where like the probability is pretty high. When you break the B point, you're most likely going to an 886 or 786 at least, right? Minimum 786, but it would 886 is, look, it's a 50% on B and a lower high and C. Therefore, the pattern completion zone is the 886, not the 786. So you kind of get it there, where you could wind up in time on US oil. Yeah. Okay. Not looking good at all past couple of days on US oil, leading me to believe 87 might not hold, and then you go to the next levels. Wow, crazy. Okay, less than 10 minutes till your daily close. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit the like button, the bell, sub. Thanks so much for being here, everyone. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. Natural gas, remember, broke that. It was a dragon in ways, right? It's the dragon. The dragon. The bullish dragon. We had a bearish dragon on silver. We had a bullish dragon on natural gas. At an inflection point. It held, it broke out. And I was going. So crazy, dude. Right, 618, 786 targets. Okay, one target achieved. Look at the response. The price responds to take profit one. Look again, it's like take profit one would. It's universal. Profit taking levels on a dragon from the high point of the dragon to the low point. The 618 and the 786. 1 and 2. You could go crazy. Get a third target. Fine. 1272. Be a great third target. Okay, but I'm just saying, you know, you hit one of those, and you could be in store for the next. Any asset out there that exists in this world, I might believe it on natural gas, you know. So there you have it, man. Cool. Bearish dragons into bullish dragons. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, so these commodity prices, dude. They went on some real runs. Lately, anyway. It's kind of crazy, man. Like, look at lean hog futures revisiting it when it gapped down and tested 92.60, which was like the next level. It's so insane. And since it's done that, it's tested it twice and it's been rallying, but it's starting to develop hidden bearish divergence, and it's just kind of hard to. I don't think that it's going to fill a gap anytime soon. It's just, you know, it's retracing. Not sure how high it's going to go before it collapses, but it's looking like silver a little bit, right? The daily's showing it too. Yeah, daily starting to show hidden bearish divergence too. So, yeah, but dude, you were above the levels, right? You got back above the key inflection points, 98.62.
Link/BTC, please. You're feeling more positive about Link now than a week ago.
We'll see. I'll take a look, Craig. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, dude. So let's check on like Rice. Rice futures is still bullish, man. It's unbelievable. Rice is not over. It never ended. It was never even put in jeopardy of being over. It's so crazy, dude. Higher highs, higher lows. Higher highs, higher lows. Soybeans collapsed. It's okay. That's very bearish on soybeans. Wow. Okay, it's been a minute. I've been, you know, we've been kind of trying to pay attention to crypto a lot lately because of stuff happening. The level 1436, 1454. You can see up thrust and then a confirmation that level's resistance, right? So you just, if this is real, man, you could see 1289 again very, very soon, right? Yeah, I would say so. Below the 200-day moving average. Yeah, everything's changed, right? Yeah, wheat. What about wheat? It's very, very weak here. Good God. Can't catch any bids, man. It's like it keeps rallying, but there's just not enough demand to push the price even above its local highs. It's very weak. I mean, eventually 742 here. But it's still making a higher low for now, right? It's big old M shape. These are not the areas to be looking at M shapes, even if it does play out, because the run was so insane. This is the place to be looking for M shapes, right? Yeah, after you bottomed out and then you like make your first higher low and it's an M. Not after running up ridiculous levels, like doubling in value, tripling in value. So, not feeling good about corn. Corn actually looks pretty interesting. Is it trying to momentum shift? Inverse head and shoulder or something? Maybe. Dang, man, that's kind of pretty, isn't it? Right, you got the left shoulders, the head, the right shoulder. Kind of looks like you're trying to make a neckline, but then at the same time, right, you've got all that, and then it's like, what about this though? Is this developing? Oh no! Oh, don't do it, man. I mean, I might believe this more, dude. The run was so fun. It was such a good run. It's like over. Your trend reversed. Okay, yeah, it's an inverse head and shoulders down here, but now it might be a rising wedge below the 200-day moving average, below the 4-hour 200 moving average. I don't know, man. Hard to trust owning corn right now. 5 minutes, man. 4 minutes on Bitcoin. It's got to break the level or we're screwed. Nah, it's not really that crazy, dude. I mean, it's cool that we held up. I mean, in actuality, if it started pivoting and rallying, it'd be a higher low than the low from August 12th, which would be stupendous. The price action today was not good, where you back tested it as resistance, then bearishly engulfed, but now it looks like the bearish engulfing, I mean, it's still technically active until you get a 4-hour candle close above 24,240. But yeah, man, it's power hour. 3 minutes. Oh yeah, dude, it could be up hundreds of points in the next 3 minutes, dude. So maybe let's pay attention to corn here. All right. Okay, let's share these requests, man. We had a couple, I think. No, yeah, just a couple. Sand was the first one on the list. Man, it's just kind of like, I get you. You're saying it looks like Shiba, but Shiba did a 98% retrace, right? It went down to like the basement of basements, right? This didn't do that. In this little channel that you can, it's pretty real, right? I mean, this is not a joke, is it? In the channel, it kind of reminds me of XRP a little bit, where it's so weak. Can't ever get to the top part of the channel, you know? It's like, it did it like to create the channel, then it's like you test the heartline, fail, and it's just you stay below it, and you're just, these are all lower highs than these two highs. That's concerning, man. Shiba wasn't doing that. Shiba isn't or wasn't making lower highs than the previous highs. It just wasn't. I mean, we could pull up the Shiba chart. I mean, maybe a little bit, but it was so symmetrical here on Shiba, right? I mean, yeah, I get it. Well, when we start, like, okay, so when this thing starts testing, getting near 148, then maybe we'll talk, you know, because I think that's the big breakout level. Yeah, I just, maybe, dude. I don't, it's just not as symmetrical, in my opinion. I mean, dude, I thought Mana looked alright, but Mana's having problems at this weekly high. It can't break it, and now I'm like, dang, dude, can't break that. This could be where it rolls over if Bitcoin can't break, you know, catch a break, man. So I'm just, I just got concerns about BNB and Ethereum. They did their thing. It was great, and now they're at resistances, and there's a little bit of buyer exhaustion there. And now you have like the S&P at that supply line, kind of. Dow Jones touched that supply line today. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't see it as well. I mean, I get it. I get what you're saying. Just to me, it doesn't look as pretty. I could get rid of this channel if you want me to. I don't know why. It just, it does look okay. I kind of get what you're talking about, you know. I understand. And I'm not even refuting it and saying you're wrong or anything. I'm never saying I'm ever right, dude. I'm just saying, like, it didn't keep catching bids and go test this level, right? It didn't do that. It's just still kind of like stolen out. Man, it's still above that 200 moving average in 4 hours. It's like, okay, pay attention to it. Don't forget about it. Keep it on the watch list and keep monitoring it. Jesus chimes, new day. Unfortunately, Bitcoin just closed below that level on another successful bearish. That was actually a real bearish backtest right there, wasn't it? All right, like you broke below the level, then you rallied above it, then you bearishly engulfed, rejecting it again. Rejected it, and then it was just the successful bearish backtest. I hope it's wrong, man. I hope it. What I'm identifying is so wrong, and I look like an idiot, dude. But those things just happened, didn't they? I mean, the breakdown, the backtest, rejecting that level that it should have been a support. It's not. It's just a resistance again, man. And then, you know, the daily, of course, right? Yeah, this is the issue, man. Now another day is ushered in and a new histogram wick, and the histogram wick is just continuing the narrative of this new development that has occurred in the past 2 days, now going on 3, where it's you make the high, you make the slightly higher high with lower levels on the oscillator. And that's why I got a problem a little bit with it. But yeah, it's not like you're looking at the daily price action. It's not the craziest thing in the world. It's not the worst thing in the world. You know, and the next discernible low is like 22,650. So, right, I mean, it's above that for now. And just again so I should have been doing a good job with this, maybe continuously showing you. But we've just been caught up in the midterm. You can't forget the long term. You can't, man. You can't forget the long term. Which is lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. And now, unfortunately, right? This, like, I had newly identified this last night. I didn't even see it. And on the other exchanges, this is a third touch. That crazy highest high of the run for reversing last night was a third touch. So it's like you have a rising wedge now, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And yeah. You can say this is only disappointing. Disappointing that you're in a long-term downtrend, you understand that, and now you're showing a rising wedge on the tail end of a rally that's lasted 2 months. And it's just like, dude, you broke the resistances, man. There was one little scrub resistance, and you couldn't break it. It was like, it's not even identifiable on the daily. It doesn't exist on the daily, and it just shows how insignificant it is. But that level is being respected like 4 times now. Because you go straight up the next level. I mean, it's like 28.8 above this level, but just couldn't do it. You couldn't even go test the May low, the May 12th low. Or yeah, you couldn't even test it. 25.4. It's like, wow, what the you doing, dude? Get back above that, and you might be okay for a little bit more upside. But dang, man, looking at the long-term downtrend, wherever this tops out and finishes, it's not going to end well. This is how we know. I mean, like, you hadn't broken anything. Not broken a thing, man. Ooh, Monero got a privacy upgrade, but it was already the most incredible security in the world, man. We're already as private as it gets. We can't get any more private. Well, it sounds like they did. Nice. Okay. So, I've been live a little over an hour now. So, keep going. Pulse Doge chain was next. Next request. I guess we can look at Ethereum too. Ethereum that certainly has, confirmed that engulfing candle now. And just we talked about with Bitcoin on its daily MACD histogram, Ethereum's just showing the same stuff, right? A new day, a new histogram island, and it's substantially lower than the previous ones. And that is a waning positive momentum. If you're showing bearish divergence at an inflection point, and especially after the asset appreciated in value in 57 days, 130%, you've got to believe that it could reverse here. There could be more downside on an asset that does that ever, anywhere. One day I won't exist anymore, but you'll be still looking at charts. Just remember that, right? It doesn't have to be Ethereum or BNB. It could be Amazon, it could be Google, it could be an index fund, it could be gold, silver. When you're at an inflection point, you know the long-term downtrend. It's right here. You can see it. It's conceptualized with the channel. You're in a downtrend. You're at an inflection point from history where insane things have happened below and above that level. And then you start showing bearish divergence. You got to understand why you cannot be surprised if it reversed here, even if it keeps going up, okay? From here. But dude, just understand, I hope it goes up. I hope it moons, man. It's kind of, ugh. You look at bearish divergence, like, what the? BNB, it hasn't rolled over yet. It's tested this level, but no rollover. No, it hasn't been destroyed yet. I mean, right? It's not even really showing that strong of bearish divergence. It's not as apparent. I mean, from the high, maybe to the higher high, it's, you know, diverging, but not really playing out yet. I mean, it's like the negative momentum's there, but not much price action yet. But this is the area where you got to believe if it did happen, here wouldn't be crazy. You're not off base. Okay, so let's go to, yep. Well, this one, the 1618, the golden mean ratio, Larry, couldn't hold that wick high, so next target would be 488. Well, my God, you went to 494. You never tested it. I mean, really, it's not even visible on the daily. It's visible on the 4 hour though. Visible on the 4 hour. Dang, couldn't hold that trend line. Look what it's testing though. Good God, the old demand line being tested again. Hey, there's some very real bullish divergence on the 4 hour though. Very real bullish divergence. So you're at a old demand line, so there might be demand there. 200 moving average, and from the low to the lower low, it's implying there could be a reversal here. That's cool. Yeah, see what I'm talking about? It's like the high from May 2nd and the candle high close from June 3rd on the 4 hour, and you can clearly see there was resistance there, and now it's kind of support area. Hey man, if impending price action reversals implied on the MACD histogram on the 4 hour. That's all I can tell you about Pulse Doge chain, Pulse Dogecoin. That's it, man. If it reacted here and rallied to 635, I wouldn't be that surprised. Can't be. Okay, cool. Let's go see link to Bitcoin for Craig. Link to Bitcoin, man. It's had a nice ride, but you can clearly see here. Here's where your price is. And you know, look, there's been massive inflection here. Insane reversals have occurred. Also, very real bearish back tests have occurred at this level. Look at this, man. I mean, resistance, support. This is it, man. You are at a massive inflection point on link to Bitcoin. Yeah, went down to an 88% retrace from its all-time low to its all-time high, 886. Okay, so we know if Link can, which it hasn't yet, if it can break 3722, the level we're talking about, it is, the probability is high that it would see 5280 to 5300. Because look at the historical price action, right? All it does is go up, down, up, down, up, down, up. You know, it chops it, right? It's not every time, right? But you can see the thin order book here where, yeah, most of the time up and down. So it's a big question of, can it break the inflection point? It is showing a little bearish divergence here on the daily from the high to the higher high. Yeah, good question. So it's about the ifs, man. You have your alert set up above 3722. That's a really important level. Okay. Really important level from history. And I just showed you why it is. Very real level. So you're not out of the woods. You just attempted to break it but failed for now. Okay. There you go, Craig, man. Does that help any? Maybe, maybe not. It's never about knowing, but it is about knowing the levels, and the levels been pointed out to you. On the new day, Bitcoin is attempting to do Another test to 24.2. If it can, rejoice. My God, just think about it doing what it did and then somehow making a higher low and getting back above that level and going again. Like the impossible. I couldn't imagine being someone trying to day trade this, man. Good luck. You're not making money, dude. If you're like trying to day trade all this, you can't. What are you doing? Like the chop is so insane. Like taking long, sitting in the long, moving the stop loss up to break even when it starts going, you know. Okay, way back, and you know you got to let this thing ride out, and all this intraday price actions, insane, man. It's crazy. So please, everyone understand how important $24,200 is. It's just about everything on this chart. It's just about everything. And I think since July 20th, it is showing us how important it is. And this is how close we are to it. Just slightly below it. But do you understand? Like, it's just crazy, man. Bearish divergence of the daily. Then all of a sudden, like, if it starts getting back above that level and starting to catch price action, you could say there's actually maybe 4-hour hidden bullish divergence developing. Oh my God, dude. Just too much, man. Like, you know, like, look at the daily. You look at a failed bearish breakdown. Okay. Reasonable area to think about along, okay? And up here, it's just, wow. It's so much scammy price action over and over and over again, dude. And now you got this. Have fun, dude. It's like, hey man, some people like that craziness. I like a lot slower going, man. Okay. There's 2 more targets to hit. You haven't hit them. If you never hit them, okay, that sucks. But what are you gonna do, man? I mean, it didn't hit the first target of the trade setup until August the 11th, you know, and the trade setup was posted July 14th. So, I just figured, right, posting the publication, if you're getting that first target for real, you'll probably get second, third fast because you know that last level will be taken out. It's not even dude. It's such a joke on the daily. I can't believe how much respect it's getting. Really. And you gotta wonder, man, like what's gonna happen here? Is it gonna get back above that level? What's it gonna do? Is it gonna go test 25.5 and sell again and again and again? You gotta wonder how real is this? Like I think if we could find out how real this rising wedge is, to give us a good glimpse of what's coming, man. Oh, remember, it is the last day. Last day to RSVP for the Vegas trip, okay? Vegas trip, September 28th through October 3rd. There are a lot of it. I think there's like 35 plus now that have RSVP. We got like 10 maybes or something. So it's going to be possibly the largest meetup we've had. Scott Carney's going to be there. Vet Moonboy might be there. Crypto Hoarder's going to be there. Probes. We're trying to get Probes out too. You know, Jeff. You know, this Scott Carney, there he is. What's up, dude? You know, I mean, you enjoying this crab action, this crab price action, dude? Right now, it's ridiculous. Yeah, so if you want to join, if you want to RSVP, you just need to direct message Brad Fisher in the Discord, which I'm spamming the Discord link. If you're not in it, join it, and then you can message him, and then that's it, man. And we'll get you in the group. It's simple. Yep. All right, so just, Scott, are you seeing this, man? This wedge here? Yeah, I was just like, I was meditating, man, last night, dude. You know, I was belly breathing, listening to some Skyrim Atmospheres, and I just happened to be looking at the Bitcoin chart. I'm like, oh my God, why is this happening? You know, that wick last night really making it validating it, right? You get 5 touches for a wedge. You finally got your 5th touch, which was last night. And now I have concerns. And now you're below that level. Yeah, Ethereum in control. If Ethereum's in control, dude, I'm really worried about this market because it just went up 130% in about 2 months. It's at that massive inflection point, and it actually rejected that inflection point. It's showing bearish divergence on the daily. So if Ethereum's in control, Scott, and the rising wedge is way more established than Bitcoin's. Are you kidding me, man? Like, this is like real bad. If you're not going to short it, fine. But the last thing you want to do is be taking fresh longs in Ethereum on something like this, dude. On my opinion, right? You know, of course, no financial advice, just my opinion, man. Oh, if this isn't the level where bearish divergence is respected on the daily, then when? It maybe never, right? Like Ethereum in control, that's the case. I mean, how can you stare into the face of the inflection point, 130% appreciation in less than 2 months, and that right there, very concerning. And the bearish engulfing candle became confirmed about 15 minutes ago. Yeah. I have concerns, man. It's just, but hey, dude, Shiba went up 40%, bro. That was cool. No way any other altcoins are going to work out if Bitcoin's doing the thing, man. It's just not, unfortunately. I have problems with this, dude. I just do. It sucks. And, right, in the end, Scott, talking about, I don't know how long you've been in here, but this is the main thing, to keep people sober and grounded, that the long-term downtrend isn't even coming close to being threatened. You know, the tail end of this little run, the rising wedge. Yeah. I don't know. I don't like it, man. I'm really starting to hate it. Yesterday, some good stuff was happening. It was a bullish breakout back test. You were catching fall through, and then the bearish engulfing rejection statement candle. And just like that, as we had discussed July 14th, the failed bearish breakdown. You just got a failed bullish breakout. Failed bullish breakouts have consequences. Let's see what the consequence is going to be. That's a fake, dude. You can argue and say it wasn't anything, but we know, looking left from December 2020, this is about the only thing that exists as a peak. And you can see since July 20th how very real it is. And so if you're breaking out, back testing the breakout and pretending to go like that, make your highest high of the rally, and then the next candle is that back below it, you have to be able to identify false bullish breakouts, just like false bearish breakdowns. So we just got it, man. We just got that. New development, new price action. What do you want from me? Wow. Yeah. Oh yeah. That too, man. The butterfly, right? Scott, someone came in and they were like, dude, have you ever thought about this as a butterfly? And I looked at it, we're like, holy crap, great identification of a bearish butterfly. Bro, look at this. You know, 1272 type 1, and we just got our type 2 return. Oh no, man. Right? I mean, it's a weird spot, right, for a harmonic. I get that. But, you know, it's nuanced. It's out of the box thinking, and if you have a rising wedge, you know, there could be something to it, maybe. Dang, dude, that's a type 2. Because it did not hit the PCZ on the 20th, so that's what I'm saying. It officially hit it July 30th, and now is officially again chopping a few days ago. Harmonic pause. Yeah, well, We'll see how it goes, man. Nothing's certain. This market's really choppy up here. Just having some concerns with the new structural development and the price action we received last night on a very real head fake. That's a head fake, bro. July 14th, head fake. July of last year, massive head fake. Massive head fake on July 21st. Yeah, I mean, they got massive head fakes. Look, this is a massive fake out May 31st and June 8th. Those are failed bullish breakouts. You know, that's consequences, right? Twice you failed, 3 times really. Doing it again. Look, man, if you got to play devil's advocate with this stuff going on, you have to. Hey, man, was it really me? Dude, it wasn't me calling crap, dude. It was really just, hey, look at this thing, man. Look at it. It's unbelievable. And it did the thing, man. It was beautiful. Yeah, it was gorgeous. Yeah, so, okay. So I'm just going to leave you all with that. There's not much more to talk about. We understand you're in a midterm uptrend on Bitcoin. You've been in one since the bottom. Completely understand that. But we know there's a little overhead resistance that we just fell back below. And now we got that rising wedge on the tail end of this little rally. And we know we're in a long-term downtrend for now. Okay, so that's all I can say. It's not an easy spot right now. It was an easier spot on the 17th, if you can even believe it. Or I'm sorry, July 14th, excuse me, 17th. Okay. Yeah, we'll have that discussion about Vegas tomorrow. Still waiting on Shaylin to finish up the merchandise. I know he's been traveling, so he should have that done ASAP, man. That's top priority. I'm trying to get it done. So, all right, y'all. Thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Be careful out there. Just know, right? Till next time, respect the T. A.